Hello there and welcome to my shop. Everything you see me do here is something that you would have seen around the 1930s and earlier. I'm no professional, but I hope you enjoy this video either way. So coming over to the anvil, I'll show you how I'm going to prepare my stock. This is what I have, this old 3/8 round bar, pretty rusty on the surface. I found it in a shed. It's maybe even wrought iron if we're lucky. Anyway, to save time, instead of digging a ruler out of the desk or wherever, I prefer to use my hand, for example. So the ruler's pretty rusty, so I don't hold it against you if you can't read it. But putting my thumb in a thumbs up position, holding it against the ruler, that's about 6 inches. So I'm going to use that as my standard from now on. About like that, put it on the Hardy cutoff tool, grab the hammer, ping, there we have a mark. It's ready now for heating. We're going to draw out the end here, then we'll come around, cut it off, draw out this end, and make the shape. All by eye, no jigs. It's just the way I prefer it. So I pretty well got the fire where I like it. Nice, hot, deep in the middle. This forge is a flat bottom forge with a little domed air vent grate, I guess you'd call it. It doesn't have a traditional shaker in the where the tweer comes in from the bottom. So I have these fire bricks here to make more of a pot shape to get a deep fire, but we'll go into the specifics in another video. Just going to take my stock, put it in the middle, and rest it on the edge here of the forge so I don't have to keep holding it. So I got the taper where I like it, about here. Now I'm going to draw out the tip to get a really fine point to be able to make the curly Q little wraparound part. There we go. Now that point is fine enough that I'll make the curly Q next. There we are. So just an added note, when I add coal to the fire, this is bituminous coal, when I add it around the outside like this, so that the heat coming off the fire can burn the coal in a way. If you look at the edge here, you might see some yellow smoke. There's even some yellow in this piece of coal here. That's the sulfur and the other stuff, the impurities burning off that you don't want. So as the coal moves in closer to the fire, or as I pull it in, the impurities burn off and you're left with straight carbon or coal coke. And that's what gives you the heat, that's what gives you a pure fire in the middle. Now we'll come over to the horn. I'll make the bend. So now that I got the curve where I'm happy with it, I'm going to go, there's the mark from the Hardy tool. I'm going to heat it there and then cut it off. And from that point on, I'll use the tongs. Use the tongs to hold it and work the other side. There's the marking. Right there. There we are. Start that right away. curlicue. Go. 1 and 2. Now we'll go back to the horn next round and perform the second twist. So the final process is to come over to the leg vise, put it in. I'm going to use an old adjustable wrench, bend it slightly so that it's lined up, in line with itself. And then I'll give it a brush. It's lost its glow, but it's still quite hot. There's our raw hook. Now all that remains is to rust proof it a little bit with some beeswax. It's still hot, but it's lost its glow, as you can see. So I'm just going to melt some wax in the bottom there and then use this rag to wipe it. The metal will absorb this a little bit into the pores in the surface, and it'll help it from rusting. And there we go. S-hook. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. So as a viewer, I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you preferred talking, no talking and subtitles, that type of thing. If you want to see different subjects covered, the economics of blacksmithing, old machine shop type stuff, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to hear. And with that, have a nice day.